to another stream. I figured I would just continue where I left off and just talk about some more PSP games in my collection back here. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Oops. Okay. Let me make sure this camera is good. You can kind of see a lot of the ceiling. I think I'm down. Hope you're all having a really good day. I'm excited. I'm going to talk about some PSP games. We covered quite a few in the last one. So I'm just going to kind of go over what I didn't in the last stream. So yeah, I've amassed quite a few games in my collection here. Um, Talked about a lot of bangers on the last stream, and I thought it would be pretty fun to like play a couple games as well. So I might do that on stream. That'll be fun if I really want to like check one out. But let's get started. So here I have Alien Syndrome. This game is also on the Wii actually. There's only one way to get your hands on a PB1 flamethrower. You gotta earn it. Let's see. I think this one does not have the manual. Yep, no manual on that one, unfortunately. But it's all good. Pretty colorful disc. It's a Sega game. No inside art as well. Kind of looks like Metroid on the back a little bit. So yeah, kind of interesting. Be fun to check this one out. I'd like to have the manual. Last live stream I did, I was like, dude, it'd be cool to have the manuals. Like, I used to not be picky about it, and now I think I'm becoming picky about it. Like, wanting the manuals for my games. Wow, this one I paid $5 for. Paid $5 for that. ATV Off Road Fury Blazing Trails. This one's so fun. It was a classic game I grew up with. It's a lot of fun. Manual, nice. Nice disc there. Open up the manual really quick. See if there's any good artwork. Instruction. Game screen. There's a little bit right there. Pretty cool. I'm really close to like I put what I did like I think last night. I put all of the Star Wars games on the PSP that I don't have in my cart on eBay, and just to see how much it would be. And there was like what 6 games, and it all added up to about $120. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad for 6 games. Got MLB on the back of that one. Another cool thing I like about the manuals, how they have a lot of like advertisements on the back. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. Had a pretty decent day. Work wasn't bad. Let's check out BlazBlue. Is it BlazBlue or Blaze Blue? I don't know. Calamity Trigger Portable. This is a recent pickup. This for $20.50, as you can see there. The hottest 2D fighting game goes portable. Sorry, I'm reading it backwards on the screen. I've heard good things about this one. Nice. I do have the manual. It looks like Inuyasha, but it is not. Forgive me if it does not. I'm not even very familiar with Inuyasha. Looks like this one has like a smaller manual as well, kind of thin. Has an interesting looking like RPG on the back. Let's see, going through pictures, game screen, normal attacks, rolls. I miss the days when you could just get information from the manuals. How to make your bank, how to gain PD. Not sure what PD is, but that's pretty cool. So I'm trying to decide what game to play next and which one to review. So here's the next game, Blazing Souls Axolate. I think that's how you say it. This one for $11. Yeah, so I picked this up at Fallout Games in Arizona. And I don't know, I just thought it looked interesting. There's the inside, there's the disc. Really cool artwork. There's more inside. Oh, no color on this one. Black and white manual, but it's all good. Dang, no art either. Wow, it's very informational and instructional, as you can see. Wow, normally they give you one or two, pictures of the characters like that, but only on the front. Am I tripping, or did we just see this game on the last manual too? Right? Wasn't that the one we just saw? Two of the same ones. Blazing Souls. Next, we've got Bubble Bobble Evolution. Haven't played this one. I believe I got this at a convention. Probably the Game On Expo in Arizona. There's the disc right there. What's up, Shanoa? How you doing? Is the manual. It looks kind of ominous for Bubble Bobble. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for hitting up the chat. Hope you're doing fantastic. Has a little ad again for Codemasters Games. Ooh, there's a racing game inside. Dance Factory. Interesting. Ooh, Micro Machines. Ridge Race Driver. Micro Machines on that side. Some cool gameplay shots. Actual manual here. Yeah, hoping you're hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. There's not much in this manual. There's a whole lot of not a whole lot. And the end. There's a huge spot for notes. It's always funny when you see that. You never see any notes in the notes section, though, do you? There's never any notes in there. All right, what's next here? I've got Capcom Classics Collection. Reloaded. Pretty cool. I got this for $18. It's a very minty copy. My apologies, for the audio. I'm going to buy very soon. I'm going to buy a Rode mic. It's in my Amazon cart right now just because of that exact issue. I didn't realize it was that bad. My apologies. Sorry about that. It doesn't have any way to clip it on me too. It's just the little clip broke because this is the most cheap mic ever. So again, my apologies. Thank you for the feedback though. I'm definitely working on it. I'll try to just be as cordial as I can with the microphone. This one has how many? This has several games on it. Pause menu, game sharing, games. Okay. It says 1942, 1943, 1943 Kai. No worries. Thanks for that. I appreciate you. So these are the games on this one. Commando, Eco Fighters. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That's what's so cool that's on here. It's got Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I think that's so cool. That was a big selling point for me on this one. It has a lot of games in here too. Perks. I can barely read these. I can see them backwards. Hard for me to read them. Gunsmoke. King of Dragons. Knights of the Round. There more? Dang, there's more. Vulgus, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. That's very cool. That was a huge selling point. And then here's yet another note section. What's up, Esteban? How you doing? Thanks for hitting up the chat. How are you? Power Stone, and then a very empty notes section again. So that's kind of funny. God, these are very cool. These Capcom, there's some of them are remasters or remakes, but there's a lot of these on the PSP, and I pretty much pick them up whenever I see them. So very cool. Happy to have that one. So it says get retro reloaded with 19 famed games from back in the day. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Having a pretty good day. The sun has been off and on outside, so there's actually a little bit of sunlight because where I live it's very cloudy half the time in these months, so kind of depressing. So you gotta just do what you gotta do. Chameleon, here's the next one. Is that a book? Do you mean like this maybe, or something on here that looks like a book? Let me know. Dude, this case is like colorful. This game I got way back in Las Vegas when I was living there, and you can see the pickup on my channel. It's from years ago, and this guy was getting rid of like I don't know how many 4 or 5 Final Fantasy games, like Dissidia and Tactics and the first games 1 and 2, and I literally was out working doing like deliveries, and since I had a flexible schedule, I stopped and got some lunch, and I was just browsing Craigslist, and lo and behold, I see this offer for like PSP games, and I'm like, this cannot be real because get this, guys, the guy was asking $20 for all those PSP games. So I got like Dissidia, Tactics, like I said, Final Fantasy 1 and 2. 2 copies, by the way. He had a sealed copy of Final Fantasy 2 on the PSP, and it was all for $20. So it was a great deal, needless to say. All right. Next, I have Final Fantasy Crisis Core Classic. Not the like mintiest copy, but it's a decent copy. Oh, that's right. This was in that bundle as well. So got this for next to nothing. Oh, check that out though. It's got like some sick artwork on the inside. There's the disc, just kind of a basic, just black, not a whole lot of detail. Let's see what's in the manual here. Finally, we got some good like art. Cool. Gotcha. Well, yep, reading is good for you. It's hard to stick with it, but it is very good for you. Character art is sick. I love like Sephiroth's sword there. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for hitting up the chat. How's your day? How's your Wednesday going? Let me know. Oh, what's up, Caleb? How are you? Nice to meet you. This is the game that like gets recommended so much. There's not a whole lot more pictures, but it gets recommended a lot as like the big one on the PSP, and it is. It's like the big one you want to have because it's really good. Here's check that out. That's interesting. Square Enix merchandise store. That's a little locket, and then a little key ring. That's interesting. Very cool. And then if you open it, it's also really cool looking. Some good art there. All right, what's next here? I've got Daxter. Got the greatest hits version. Solid banger. Also another one that like is on every top 10 PSP games list ever created. but for good reason because it is really good. Got some art on the inside cover there. It's very cool. City Port, Haven City. Very cool. Let's take a look inside the art book. I have a test tomorrow about writing. Gotcha. Well, good luck on your test. Hopefully you aced it. I'm sure you're gonna ace that test. I actually like writing. I'm a fan. I do a lot of writing. Do a lot of writing for my reviews, for just journaling, whatever have you, but I think it's kind of therapeutic. It can be fun. Yeah, therapeutic. There's some couple pictures in there. I'd play this again. I haven't played this one since it came out, actually. Like, legit, I haven't played it in so long. There's an Ape Escape Academy page there. That's cool. It's a fun little game I talked about on my last live stream. Got it right here. It's a good one. Stalkers. All right, next game is Deadhead Fred. This one I had to repurchase because I traded it a long time ago. But the way I discovered this game was I just walked into a GameStop when I was very young, probably like 16, 17. And I just was browsing GameStop. This is when they had PSP stuff still. And I saw this one and I was like, this looks interesting. This is a really good game to play around Halloween. But there is like no artwork anywhere to be found, and it's a very tiny manual. But at least there's some artwork, like, you know, on the covers here. Kind of cool. This one, you have like different heads you swap out, and they give you different abilities. Haven't played it in quite a long time though. It's been a while. All right, next game I have is Dead to Rights Reckoning. Got this for $11 at Bookman's. I haven't played it, and I'm not sure. All right, see you, Caleb. Have a good one. Nice meeting you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. That's a pretty cool picture. All right, cool. Key game mechanics. Has a lot of cool pictures. Ooh, look at all those weapons. Nice. Those are some sick weapons. Silenced MG. Interesting. Let me know if you've played this game. Is it interesting? Is it good? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything about this game on the PSP. It's also on the PlayStation 2, but I haven't heard anybody like review it. I have never watched a review or anything, so. Here's a game franchise I've been wanting to check out. It's Disgaea. One is Afternoon of Darkness. Got this for $20.50. And it does have the manual, if I'm correct. Yes, it does. So there's the disc right there. Pretty cool. some good artwork. Yeah, it looks like a fun little like strategy RPG, similar to like Final Fantasy Tactics or like Jeanne d'Arc. So I've always, especially after playing the Prinny games, because that's what is the little Prinnies are based off of this game. All right, what else? What else? This was a recent pickup. This one was like one of those, it's like so weird that I just had to like check it out. Fading Shadows. The cover got me. I was just like, this looks kind of cool. This dog has like two heads and like snakes coming out of it. It was $10. I'm like, I don't know. You play as like a beam of light. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, you play as a little beam of light there. Oh man, this one does not have a lot of art either. Oh, hey, there's some good stuff. Pretty cool art. Is Fading Shadows. We have, this is also one of the games I picked up from that one Craigslist find for $20 for like 7 games or something. The original Final Fantasy. This one's so cool. Oh man, it's kind of dirty. It's like on the inside of the sleeve too. I need to clean that off. Didn't realize that was all nasty. Yeah, classic Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'm starting to burn up. My heater's going. So not a whole lot going on, just like instructions and stuff. Not a whole lot of art in this one. But yeah, there's that. And then here's what I was talking about right here. The second game, and it's sealed. He had this sealed, and I was like, sweet, I'll take it. Pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that sealed up for now. And then we have Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions. One has some sick art. Ooh, got some chocobo stuff. So some good artwork there, showing all the characters. This one just came out, I think, like remastered on the Switch. Originally, it was on the PSP though. So there's the back. Bought a modded PSP last week. Oh, nice. Dude, modded is the way to go for sure. Yeah, I'm hyped for you too. Like, that's awesome. Uh, yeah, I just bought kind of recently my first modded PSP right here. It's like the Monster Hunter version, and it's a game changer. Like, something about having all of the just so many games is awesome. Obviously, like you just have so many games just right there. You don't have to like load up the disc to take it out, put a new one in. They're just all ready to go. Like for me, that actually makes me play my PSP a lot more, especially if you get a big memory card and then you can actually like take these games and put them on there. Like, with the PC, that's what I've been doing lately. I just figured out how to do that. So you have even more games on the card. It's crazy. So yeah, congrats. That's really cool. Here's another one I found in Arizona, Final Fantasy Type 0, 15 bucks. This one is in Japanese, as you can see, but it looks really cool, huh? Physical media is the way to go nowadays. Modern gaming is too expensive. I know. Yeah, for sure. I agree, especially with the Switch. Like I have the option to purchase the Switch too, and I'm like, they're not impressing me lately. I'm like, the games are expensive. The like Metroid 4, like the music's locked behind a paywall and amiibo and an expensive amiibo. So I'm like exactly how I feel too. Look at all these characters. This game looks sick. Okay, there's a gameplay shot of that. That looks really fun. And plus, I think the prices of the retro stuff, they're coming down. Well, and sorry about my voice if it sounds like I'm dried out. I am kind of dried out. I need some water. I'm a little dehydrated. Sorry about that. So, what's your favorite game on the PSP? Let me know. We have Flat Out Head On. Actually, streamed this game the other day, and it was a lot of fun. You can do crazy stuff like you just go full speed ahead, you drive in a car, and then you launch the driver like out of the car, and then it's like bowling. He slides all the way down the lane and then knocks out a bunch of pins. It was pretty hilarious. I didn't expect it to have that mode, but it did. The inside, Flat Out Head On. So it has a bunch of goofy modes. This is like one of the last racing games I haven't played that I own. There's only like a couple more, so excited to check them out. Oof, yeah. Not a great manual, but there's a couple screenshots. So, yep, there's Flat Out Head On. Oh, moving right along. All right, next we have Frogger Helmet Chaos. This one was just real cheap and it was just in really good condition at this convention. And I thought, why not? And I've played a little bit of it and it was kind of fun. Favorite PSP game is Mortal Kombat Unchained. Oh, nice. I don't have that one. I don't have it. I want that game so badly. There's the disc. would be a really cool one to have. It's on my list of ones I want to collect and purchase. It's a little bit pricey if I remember correctly. Crocodile guy. I guess he's the villain in the story. Oh, there's some characters. Let's take a look. Frogger, Lumpy, and Barry. I have Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation Vita. I've got that one, and that one was a lot of fun. Here I have Gunpei. Haven't played this. Picked it up for like $6, $6.50. Looks like a puzzle game. Well, it is a puzzle game, obviously. But that is all I know about it. That's it. Check out the inside here. Cool colors. Looks like DDR or something. What is this? There's a little like list of credits in there, I guess. Kind of interesting. Flip through the art book. This kind of looks neat. Screen. Looks a little bit like Luminous, kind of. I don't know. Since I really like Luminous, I picked that one up. Also got a really cool Snoopy the Red Baron versus the Red Baron. Ad on the back there. That's cool. We have the 1K, 2K, or the 3K. I have the 2K and the 3K. Referring to the models of the PSP. So yeah, this is the 2000 right here. That was actually my girlfriend's like childhood copy or childhood console. And this is the 3K. Sorry, it's a bit dirty. But yeah, this was mine that I had for a very long time. So I don't have the 1000. This is also the 3K. 3000 Monster Hunter edition. I love it so much. It's so awesome. I love the gold, like, gotta love it. It's so cool. And the modded buttons, the white buttons, and the cat speakers. Cat paw speakers are awesome. Gotta love it. Let's see here. Next up, Hakuoki. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It was just kind of an impulse buy. I don't know anything about it. I think it might be a like a novel, whatever they call those. A visual novel, I think they call those. And then yet again, like an empty note section there. All right, if you guys want to give me 1 second, I'm just going to use the restroom really quick and get some water. I'm like super dehydrated and I have to use the restroom. So I'll be back, and then I have a secret unboxing you're not going to want to miss. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Just gotta hydrate up. Gotta hydrate up. Here's another like sealed game, I think. Yep. Yeah, this one's sealed. Half Minute Hero. This one's also like a bunch of little mini games that I believe you just play it for like 30 seconds. Like each little mini game you play for 30 seconds. Yeah, you have 30 seconds to save the world. Prepare for the fastest, most frantic gameplay ever. Conquer over 100 levels, totaling more than 20 hours of gameplay, 30 seconds at a time. Challenge the missions in your own or connect wirelessly for blazing fast head to head competition. I've always been interested in that one. I gotta bust it open and play it. Excuse me. All right, next game we have is Infected. Pick that up for $9. Fallout Games in Arizona. Great store. Several stores. There's several Fallout games. Arizona. Some art on the inside there. All right, here's an underrated gem right here, in my opinion at least. Jack and Daxter and the Lost Frontier. It's pretty fun. A lot of people like don't like it, I think. Dude, it even has some cool artwork on the inside. What's going on? Thanks for hitting up the chat. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. It's a neat like little booklet too. There is a lot of flying around in this game, which I enjoyed. I was not complaining, but there is a lot of flying. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. It's got some advertisements for Gran Turismo and Little Big Planet. Gran Turismo. What's my top 3 PSP games? Great question. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Top 3. Ooh, great question. Great question. I have to go with one of them being. Let's see. I'll gather them up here. Well, I'll just do it one at a time. This is one of them. Dissidia. Love some Dissidia. Fighting game. Final Fantasy fighting game. Love that one mainly because it's like timeless. It's just like you can just play it anytime. I'll still go in like every now and then and play some rounds, and it just never gets old. It's just kind of timeless and has a lot of characters, a huge character roster. They all have really cool combat moves and like just really good graphics. So Dissidia is one of them. And then let's see. The next one, I gotta go with Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. This is one of my top. It also kind of has that timeless factor, you could just hunt monsters endlessly. So good. Any of the Monster Hunters really, but this one is kind of the last one that released for the console, and it's a banger. So good. So like Mortal Kombat, no, it's not really like Mortal Kombat because you're not really like a side scroller view, which is kind of like the side view of normal fighting games. It's not like that. It's 3D. So you control a fully 3D characters, and they can fly around and just like there's a very unique system where you have something called bravery, and you want to rack up as much bravery as you can. And then the more bravery you rack up, you end up doing more damage to your opponent. So yeah, I think you hit circle button to rack up bravery every time you land an attack, and it's just a really unique, yeah, combat system. So but yeah, it's in a 3D world, and you can run around all over the place, and it's a lot of fun. It's really good. So one of my faves. And then for my third one, I think I gotta go with Fantasy Star Portable. This one's fantastic. I'm actually considering streaming this and reviewing it. I've yet to review it, but it's just an all around solid game. So good. I'm just a big fan of Fantasy Star in general. I've never played the old games, but I started playing when PSO, Fantasy Star Online came out, and I just got, I mean, pretty much addicted. I got like addicted to it and just played it nonstop when I was a kid and put hundreds of hours in on several characters. So, yeah, this was probably the third game out of my top three. So, yeah, Fantasy Star Portable. No God of War in there. Oh man, that's a great. Yeah, those are great as well for sure. If I had to pick top three, it's a tough decision. But I do have the God of Wars right here. I've got them both, and I've never played the second one, the Ghost of Sparta. So that's also on my list of games to play and stream and review it. So I can't believe I've never played Ghost of Sparta. It's kind of wild, kind of insane. But yeah, I don't know. Just because I've put so much time into those other games, the second one is goated. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I know that's on my list of games I want to play really badly. It's my number one on PSP for sure. Nice. Yeah, I want to play it so badly. I streamed the Chains of Olympus the other day. It was a lot of fun. So this guy right here only paid $12.99. Like that's not a bad price at all. So cool. Also has really cool art on the inside. Oh, that's cool. Action figures. Yep, I'm ashamed that I haven't played it. Shame. Dishonor on me, dishonor on my family. Here's a childhood RPG. Legend of Heroes. I'm pretty sure I got this for my birthday as a kid, and it was one of those games that I traded in and regretted forever. So I finally got it back, so I'm excited. I streamed a little bit of it. Booklet. Whoa, that's a sick looking map. Oh, right on. I'm glad you found it too. That's so cool. Thanks a lot for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Yep, I'm definitely passionate about my games, definitely passionate about the PSP particularly. Been working on just streaming more games, reviewing more games. It's a lot of fun. It's really difficult to pick out a game I want to review because there's so many I want to play, and then I'm like, I don't know. Got a Lego game here, Indiana Jones. There's actually a second one too, Indiana Jones Lego. It does have the manual. And yeah, I do think the PSP is making a comeback as well. Feels like the PSP is making a huge comeback, and I'm here for it. Same. I don't know. Yeah, it just really seems like I've seen a lot more channels talking about the PSP, um, and how good it is. I've seen some pretty big channels like say like, "Oh, you need a PSP in 2026," and I totally agree. There's something about it that is just special. You know, it's got especially a modded one. Like that's what you want to go for. And I regret giving away my PSP back in the day. These things are so expensive nowadays and harder to find. Oh no, you got rid of yours too. Seems like we all did that. I think we all just were like, I'm moving on. I'm going to trade my PSP. It's all good, whatever, you know, and then regretted it later. Greedy modern gaming companies are pushing us all back to the older consoles. That's true. I think that's true. Nintendo, I have not been very happy with lately. I'm just Mario Kart was so dang expensive on the Switch too. It's kind of ridiculous. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I can't remember how much that was, but I don't even have a Switch 2. I would love to play Bonanza, but I'm like, all this, you guys are totally right. It's so expensive. And when, I added up all the PSP Star Wars games in my cart on eBay, and it's equals out to like one Switch game. So that too, yeah, the PSP was definitely ahead of its time. It could do so much. You could play music on it. You could play movies, DVDs on it. The little, well, not DVDs, but UMDs. So it had you could watch movies on it, play music. It was like the all-in-one system, and I just feel like not to throw the DS under the bus, but I mean that was its competitor at the time, and I was as a kid I was like, I want the DS that has like Super Mario 64, which I've played before, but it's kind of cool. You can have it portably, and then it has like Nintendogs, or do I want like a PSP, which has like God of War and all these awesome games, right? Like, kind of a no-brainer for me. So look at multiplayer games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, where there's so many cheaters and the gaming companies don't do anything about it. Yeah, definitely. It's I mean, look at what's that game that just came out and failed? Look at High Guard. That's kind of crazy. Did you guys hear about High Guard at all? It was a lot like Concord, where it just freaking dead on arrival pretty much. Kind of crazy. Are those PS2 games up there? Nope, those aren't. These right here are more PSP, and then these right here are N64. Over here is some Super Nintendo games. I can pull one off here. These are my childhood Super Mario 64. I don't know why I did it like that. I should turn it around properly. So yeah, those are my childhood 64 games. Um, I have a big PS2 collection though. I can show you if you want, but it's um, buried in the closet in drawers. But I can show you guys if you want. And yes, to answer your question, can you open it, please? Sure. Ah, It unfortunately doesn't have the cartridge. It's probably in the closet somewhere. But it's like we got the manual. 1 second. Yeah, we got the manual. Cool stuff here. Wow, look at that. Instructions. Oh, Mario's like triple jump and his flippies. Flippy flips. I got sold on the fact that I can now play Super Mario 64 on PSP. Yeah, right. That's a big selling point. Does yours run pretty good? Hopefully they've updated the emulators. When I've played on mine, it runs okay, but it has a few frame rate issues. So yeah, there's Mario 64. Let me know what else you guys want to see. There's more N64. There's Super Nintendo up there. Let me catch up with chat here. Do I have any rare PSP sealed games? They're not technically like rare. I wouldn't consider it rare. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I've got this one, Final Fantasy II, that's sealed. I don't think it's very rare. And then my other sealed game is Half Minute Hero. That one's sealed as well. Got the factory seal. This one's uncommon, but it's not like rare, you know what I mean? Thanks for hitting up the chat, guys. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate all of y'all. Video games in general sealed, but you value as rare. I'll have to think about that. I typically open my games, so I don't think any sealed games that are like rare are coming to mind. But if I think of one I have, I'll definitely get it out so you guys can see it. What platform do I currently use for modern games? Platform currently PS5. I don't know why that sounded so hard for me to answer. PS5, yeah. I love playing some Marvel Rivals. I play that like pretty frequently. It's a very fun game. So love Marvel Rivals. I've been wanting to play like Demon Souls on there. I've got Demon Souls, and I have a few other. We're about to pick up Claire Obscure, so I'm probably going to try that game. Expedition 33. Remember me? Okay, I'll remember you, Alexa. Oh, you're saying remember me? Yes, I do remember you, Alexa. What's up? How are you? Welcome back. Have you ever thought about grading them? How do you decide to grade sealed PSP games or keep them sealed? I'm not a huge fan of grading them just because to me that's kind of something like if you're in it for the like money, I guess. Like if you're trying to like make a little money, which is totally fine, no judgment. I mean, I've sold games, no judgment at all. But for me, that just like I don't know. I wanna. It would be hard to leave something just in a box that's never going to be opened, I guess. But I have thought about it. I have thought about it. There's been a couple titles that are like more uncommon, like the GameCube titles I had. I had like Pokemon Coliseum and stuff like that that I was considering getting graded. So I've got a couple games I would consider getting graded. Sure. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back, Caleb. I remember you. Nice. Who do I main in Rivals? I usually main Rocket Raccoon. That's my main. I didn't choose it. It chose me. You're good at who you're good at. I don't know why. I just do really good as Rocket Raccoon. He's a good like DPS healer, you know what I mean? You can like he can hold his own and also heal people, so I really like that. A lot of the healers are like squishy, and if you get a tank up against you, like they will destroy you. But I've had like Magneto like trying to kill me, and I just like almost get him down to like a quarter health by myself, and then he runs away, and I'm like, okay, that works. So yeah. Other than that, I like to play Gambit. Winter Soldier is my DPS main. I don't have a tank. I'm horrible at all tanks. Well, thanks for the reactions, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Mike is a bit sensitive. My apologies, guys. I hate this thing so much. I think literally today, especially with the feedback, I'm going to order the new microphone. I'll try to be more cordial with it. My apologies. It's so annoying. I hate this thing. It's a cheap mic. I'm upgrading as soon as possible. If I could hook it on my shirt, I would, but it's so cheap that it broke. The little clip broke on it. I can't I can't even do that. Ever thought of doing some PSP game playthroughs? Yeah, I basically have done that. I've streamed PSP games. Um, I just streamed this game here. Sorry, try to be cordial with the microphone. Just played Star Wars Lethal Alliance, and I did a playthrough. You can see me play this game from start to finish. From start to finish, you can see me play the whole thing. It's still up on my channel too, so I have done the playthroughs. They're a lot of fun. I love playing through the games. Alexa, I love your live so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you very much. You plan to open those sealed games. I assumed you wanted it sealed, so that's why I thought you might as well grade it if you're keeping it sealed, but for the purpose of having it, not selling it. Gotcha. Good question. I'm not sure. In my brain, I've always said I'm going to open them up, but it could be worth checking the value if I get them graded. Might as well, because that would be pretty cool if they're worth, a decent amount. Oh man, hope your mom isn't still mad at you. I'm a Bucky main. I made a video on Marvel Rivals. I'd love to show you. Yeah, I'd like to see it. If it's on your channel, maybe I could check it out. Bucky is also he can hold his own. What I like about Bucky in Marvel Rivals is he can like flank pretty well. He can just kind of go off on his own and like wreck people, and they generally don't like try to attack me too bad. Like if I'm solo, because I just pick a good spot, if you will. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I like how he's independent. Like he doesn't always have to roll with the whole pack. So not many people talking about PSP games. They focus more on other platforms. Why do you love PSP games and talking on them? Great question. Thanks for asking the question, guys. It always makes it a lot of fun for me when you guys ask questions on my stream. So keeps it going. So thank you so much. So to answer, let's see. Why do I love talking PSP games or PSP games and talking about them? Uh, good question. Do I even know? it's It's a weird thing, man. I don't know. I just like them a lot. The library on them on it is just expansive. One of the big things is that not a lot of people cover them, and I think it's like a shame, basically. Like it's just sad to me that it doesn't get the coverage it deserves, in my opinion, on YouTube. Um, and also, it's very nostalgic for me. It was one of my childhood consoles, and when I traded it in, I got really sad, and then I started buying back the games and realized I had a lot of nostalgia for the console, and then it made me want to just explore the library. You know what I mean? I really just wanted to explore and check out what I missed on it, and then also replay some of the classics. So I don't know. It's just my strange addiction, you know. Call TLC, and then I'll be on that show, and I'll just be like, my strange addiction. Thanks for the questions, though. Yeah, appreciate it. Am I gonna do a live stream again soon or no? I do plan on doing more live streams. Yes. This is kind of the second time I've done this style, so I'm glad y'all are seem to be enjoying it. I might be streaming a game soon on live. I might be doing this again, but I definitely want to make this a normal part of the channel. So yes, I'll be live streaming again soon. I do have a Discord. Yes, got a Discord. Gonna get a drink of water really quick. Great questions. Great questions, guys. One to add on to that question too. I uh, I got into game collecting, and I was kind of like, what do I collect for? I was overwhelmed by like how many consoles there are and what I should collect. So I just kind of had to like I felt like I wanted to niche down, if you will, and just focus on one console because otherwise I just wasn't playing any of them and I was just like not knowing what I wanted. So I don't know if that helps answer the question. Got Lemmings. This is a classic. I used to play this game back on the PC when I was a child, like really young. Really young. Please add me, Cowboy 1989. Is that your birthday year? Because I'm also an 89. No wonder we like older video games. I'll add you. Need to remember that or rewatch Cowboy 1989. Yeah, I got this at Zia Records. Sometimes I keep the receipts. Have you guys played Lemmings? Let me know in the chat. It's exactly what it sounds like. You have little lemmings that you make follow each other blindly into their most of the time their deaths, and you're trying to save them and get them successfully to like paradise, the last little door that they have to go through. So there's a lot of, yeah, it's sad when you lose a lot of lemmings because you made a mistake. So it's kind of like a puzzle game, but dude, this would be a cool one to check out. This is why I love doing this because like I haven't thought about lemmings in forever. That's my Discord, and we are very young. Yes, yep, we are super young. I agree. Here's a banger. I cannot believe. Can you guys believe I picked up Little Big Planet for $4? $4 for LBP. Classic. This is a classic game. If you haven't played any of the Little Big Planets, you could start here if you wanted to. To me, it's like as good as the PS3 versions. All right, Alexa. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hitting up chat. I appreciate you. Have a good one. And again, sorry about the stupid mic. I'll try to be careful with it. hate the fact that everything is going digital these days. Yeah, it's people don't realize that owning the physical copy is just better. I'm sorry. You're just wrong if you think it's not. It's just better. Yes, do you get disc rot? Yes, but there's plenty of copies to go around. They last a long, long time. Got Loco Roco. That's right. For whatever reason, this one came with two manuals. And I ordered it on eBay a long time ago. And it kind of made me suspicious. And I'm still suspicious if this is like a fake copy, you know what I mean? But it looks legit, right? I'm not a game store owner. I'm not a reseller, so I don't know these things. But it was good enough for me, I'll tell you that much. I miss collecting the CDs and stuff. Oh, yeah, CDs. Like music CDs, or you talk about like games, PS3 games and stuff. Got Lord of Arcana. This is a little hidden gem I heard of from Metal Jesus. Definitely where I first heard of this game, and he definitely influenced me to pick it up and try it. And I agree, it's a hidden gem. I remember playing this game when I temporarily moved to Arizona, a new state to me, and I was staying with my sister at her house. And I remember just playing the crap out of this game. So got some good little memories playing it. Some really cool art as well. Right. Physical copies are so much better. I don't know why people don't understand that at all. Yeah, I think it's just our generation, man. With like, we just grew up playing the physical stuff and having, we're like right over here having like these physical cartridges. Got Zelda right here, and we just grew up with it. We could just put it in the console and it starts up. There's no downloading stuff. There's no, just starts right up. So yeah, I'm not sure. Um, so we got Luminous. Here's a. I mean, it's well known. It's not a hidden gem. Luminous. It's on like a billion different consoles. Really fun puzzle game if you like music. I mean, nothing's ever gonna beat Tetris music. You know what I'm saying? But this right here is a good puzzle game with good music. It's kind of based on like music's part of the gameplay, I would say. You have this I don't know if you can see it there. Is that what I'm thinking of? Pretty much, like, to try to describe it, this little thing is constantly moving across your screen over and over, and it like kind of goes with the beat. And that's, yeah, it's hard to describe, but it's a fun little puzzle game. Dirt cheap, and it's solid. So I would recommend Luminous. Most mispronounced game in the world. Lumines, Luminous. You got a PS2 setup, a CRT monitor and stuff. I do, yeah. How did you know? You must be watching the channel. I've got a PS. I could show you. It's a bit messy, but move some papers and I'll show you. Check it out. I'll show you. Got right over here. Horrible angle, but you can see the CRT. I've got the PS2 right there. Got a slim model. And yeah, if you want to see some PS2 games, I have a bunch. have a lot of PS2 games. It's crazy. Let's see. All right, so we got wow, beautiful. Thank you. I enjoy it. I think it's really fun to game on a CRT. A lot of those older games, they like they're made to be played on the CRT, like the Super Nintendo games. They designed them, the pixel art to there's like this effect on the CRTs where it bleeds into like I don't know how to describe it, but it's there's a reason they look better on the CRT. I'd love to watch you play some PS2 games. Like SH2. What's SH2? I should know. It's probably glaringly obvious, but I apologize. We have Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. This is one of those other games that makes every top 10 PSP game list of all time. For a good reason. It is good, but I just get sick of those lists because it's the same games. And I think that's why people don't like know how many good games, how many just are on there. People, in my opinion, I think a lot of people think that the only things on the PSP are like Peace Walker, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and Daxter. Like that's what they think of. Like, okay, I'm only missing like maybe three like bangers, right? And that's partially why I do the channel because I'm like, there's a lot of really good games that are super fun. So this one also has really, really good graphics. Really good graphics. Gameplay is solid. Got Mod Nation Racers for $5. This game is $5. It's like a Mario Kart clone. Actually, I couldn't tell you. I've never played this game. I think it's a lot like Mario Kart. I don't know if you get like power ups and stuff like that, but and all these have really cool art on the inside of the cover. It's just really fun. I think you can create your own racer in this as well. You rocking component cables? Yes, yeah, I'm rocking the component cables on that. Oh, Silent Hill 2, gotcha. Okay, okay. Spoopy games. I'm a little wimp, dude. Can't handle that. Notice how I don't have any horror games on this in this thing yet. No, I'd be willing to try it though. My girlfriend loves the Silent Hill games. She's a big Silent Hill, Resident Evil fan. She loves all that. I'm just a big wimp, I guess. It scares me. It scares the crap out of me. Got the Monster Hunters. I showed those. This is kind of neat. Namco Museum. Greatest hits. Rally X. Dig Dug. Oh, you guys remember Dig Dug? That was a family classic. Like we literally have an inside joke about Dig Dug. Like he pumps up the enemies. You like shoot this hose and it like sticks in the little enemy and he pumps them up and they blow up bigger and bigger and explode. Man, classic. It's got Pac-Man. Look at those are all the games right there. Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, the classic. Tower of Druaga, Galaxian, just a bunch of Namco games. I haven't played this yet either. That'd be fun. Thank y'all for the likes and the comments, by the way. Thank you so much for asking the questions. You guys are awesome. Here's one of my like longtime subscribers recommended to me, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's in Japanese, but this one's called Nayuta no Kiseki, or Trails of Nayuta, I believe. Very fun game. Very good story. I'm trying to like rescue this girl, if I remember correctly. I know it doesn't sound so original, right? Like the princess needs to be saved, but like no, it's got a good story. There's a lot of lore. I remember reading about like it has, in the world there was a great flood and stuff, and then it starts off with this like ship that's sailing, and you're on this ship. And I wish I remembered more about the story since I'm saying it's so good, but it's also what I like about it is that it's live action RPG, or real time action, whatever they call them, where it's not turn based. It's that. So right up my alley. Oh, what's up, Anthony? Thank you so much. So many great games. Very cool. Appreciate that. So when we doing the PS2 stream? Oh, I totally should, dude. I should get that going. It has unique graphics. Oh, you've played this game, or if you're just commenting, let me know. Have you played it? Maybe I'm preaching to the choir here, but Nayuta no Kiseki is really good. I had to um, get a translated version on the emulator, and and people were asking me like, why are they saying that? What is wrong with the translation? And then there was somebody that knew a lot, and they were telling me that like there's no real great. If I remember correctly, there's not like any great. There's no perfect translation, is what I'm trying to say. Jeez, I can't talk. I'm dehydrated. So dehydrated. Jeez, gotta drink more water. I was excited to play this till I found out it was like the worst Need for Speed according to the internet on the PSP, but I don't listen to them. I'll try it anyway, and I'll let you guys know because that's what I do. You guys like racing games on the PSP because it has so many good games. The manual right there. 16 bucks too. I couldn't say no. I was like, screw it. I'll try it. So there's that. This is fun. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm having fun. Here's one that has sequels, and I don't have the sequels, but I want them. Patapon. I think there's 3 Patapon games on the PSP. Maybe 2. I could be wrong. This is a rhythm game. It might be a little overrated. I don't know. People like rave about it, and I'm like, it's good, but the graphic style is very like you can see it's just kind of basic. And I don't know. It's fun, but it's not my favorite. It's like it's okay. I'll take it, leave it. It's not. I think it's a bit overrated. I'm sorry if you're a Patapon fan. Okay, I'm sorry. I had that happen the other day where someone I kid you not. The other day I was like, you know what game sucks? And I like pull out the game, and there somebody was like, that's my favorite game. And if you're in the chat right now and you remember that, I apologize. But I do need to give it a second chance. Here's a good one. Prince of Persia: Rival Swords. I haven't played this one, but I played the other Prince of Persia. That is one I'm just realizing that's one that I need to get. That was in my childhood collection. It was what is that one called? Like Warrior Within or something? But there's a Prince of Persia I need to get still for sure. All right, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Thanks. Add my Discord. Okay, we'll add your Discord. Manual. This would be a fun one to play, but I've played a lot of Ubisoft games lately. Here are a couple games that were recommendations. You've probably seen them if you've seen Metal Jesus's channel. The Pursuit Force games, there's two of them. And I'm ashamed to admit I haven't played them yet. But he's definitely the reason I picked these up. I'm a big fan of Metal Jesus. So looking forward to trying these at some point. I've heard many good things. All right, we have Rainbow Islands Evolution. And speaking of Metal Jesus, it's funny that I pulled this one next because this one I picked up because of Radical Reggie, or the Radical One. And if you know Metal Jesus, you probably know Reggie. And he was a fan of this game and recommended it. So I was like, what? Might as well. Picked it up at a game convention. So I think you draw like little rainbows. It's a little side scroller. And you draw the little rainbows and then you can actually walk on them. So it looks like an interesting concept. And yeah, pretty interesting little title. Looking forward to trying that one as well. All right, we've got Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Pretty cool. My first Ratchet and Clank game was there's a crumpled up receipt in here. I might start just getting rid of some of these. Anyway, my first Ratchet and Clank game was Rift Apart, the newest one on the PS5, and man, it blew me away. It was very cool. So ever since then, I have bought into the hype of Ratchet and Clank. There's the manual. Only bought into the hype of Ratchet and Clank. So I haven't played that one yet. That's why I'm saying that. Resistance Retribution. I've only played the first Resistance game on the PlayStation 3. Long time ago. Super long time ago. And I really liked it, so that's why I got this one. I mean, look at that. This one's cool looking. I only doubt about this one being really good is don't know that there's many good first person shooters. I guess it's technically like third person if you look at it. You can see right there I guess it's third person. So let me know if you've tried this one. I don't know if it's any good, but I think it looks really cool. And I'm a fan of the Resistance, the first game at least. So we'll see. We'll see. Got Samurai Warriors, State of War. Again, pretty much dirt cheap, $9. Can't really beat that. Crazy. Dude, that looks like what's his name on Ninja Gaiden? Doesn't that look like the guy? This is another, what do they call them? Musuo games? Musuo. You're just fighting off waves after wave after wave. Looks pretty interesting. And then I have Secret Agent Clank. They made a similar to Daxter. They made him his own game on the PSP, so I think that's super cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the manual for this one. But that's okay. All good. All Goodman. Here's a cool one. Paid $30 for Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. You can play as Kratos in this one, so that's really cool. Fight like a hero, fight like a god. And yeah, I love fighting games on the PSP as well. There's several good titles. I have not played this one yet, but I'm sure it's a banger. I mean, considering it's held its worth at $30, like that's held its value pretty good. I'm sure I've heard good things too. Okay. Next, we have one I played as a kid. Well, like a teenager. SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs Fire Team Bravo. Okay, this one's in the third person too. This is also one of those extremely inexpensive games that you would just kind of like. I think a lot of people just pass up and they're like, they don't realize this is a good game. It's a banger. Missing out. Okay, the last two games for this. Got a couple Spider-Man games. I played Friend or Foe, I believe. Is it Friend or Foe or Web of Shadows? Maybe it was Web of Shadows. I played one of these and it was a lot of fun. It was like a side-scrolling game, Spider-Man game, and it was fun. Got Venom on this one, on both of them, I think. Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. How you guys doing? You enjoying yourselves? I'm having a good time. I love talking about PSP games, obviously. I could just do it for hours, as you can tell. Again, sorry about the microphone. This was really going to make me or finally bite the bullet and order that, though, because I know those Rode mics are really good quality. I'm definitely going to, upgrade. So, again, my apologies for the crappy audio. All right, where are we at? Here's another game that I wouldn't have really paid attention to had it not been for Metal Jesus, SSX on Tour, snowboarding game. I'm sure I've played this, at arcades as a kid. I just didn't really, remember it. But it seems like I've definitely played a game where you're like snowboarding down a hill like that. It seems familiar. But didn't really know about, SSX particularly till I've watched his channel. That looks like a lot of fun. We're doing this. We're talking about every single game that I didn't talk about the other. We're doing it. So I've got the Siphon Filter games 1 and 2. Look at that, $4. These games, I don't know what they're worth now, but they're usually dirt cheap. Haven't played either one of these, so can't tell you too much. And the reason I picked them up is because they look like Splinter Cell to me. So that's kind of the only reason. I haven't seen any gameplay that I can remember or think of any YouTuber that recommended them. I just picked them up because they were super cheap and they look like Splinter Cell, and I like Splinter Cell. So here's another action RPG. Is it Tales of the World Radiant Mythology? I think I pulled the trigger on this one after playing Nayuta because I had so much fun playing Nayuta no Kiseki. And also, Steambot Chronicles is one I would love to own, but I don't own it. So I know you might be thinking, like, really an RPG on the PSP, but dude, they're good. They're actually a lot of fun. They're fun. I like them. The ones I played. Okay, I'm gonna make this easy for myself. There we go. Great fighting game, Tekken Dark Resurrection. I mean, I probably don't have to say a whole lot. It's Tekken. But the thing about this game is every time I put it into play it, I'm blown away by the graphics because it does look like a PS2 game on a little tiny portable from like 2004. So it just blows me away every time I play it. It's crazy. Got Rainbow Six Vegas. I think I bought this as a kid because I grew up in Vegas and was just like, okay, I'll try it. And I barely played it, but it was fun. I remember it being fun. About all I can tell you about that one. And then we've got the Untold Legends 1 and 2. This one was my very first PSP game ever that I ever played. That or Ridge Racer. I'm pretty sure it was this one. And yeah, this one was just a lot of fun. It's like an isometric view RPG. It's fun. I like it. I've played a little bit of the second one as well, and you have more abilities. Couldn't tell you too much, but I have played a little bit of that one, and it was fun. I've never wait a second. I have played a Warhammer game. Speaking of which, where is my Warhammer? My other one? Oh, it's right there. Okay. um, Warhammer Battle for at Luma. This was just a thrift store find, so kind of interesting. I just decided to pull the trigger because I was like, that looks cool. I'm not typically into card games, and it looks like it's a card game, but I just randomly decided to get that one. And then we have, this is the one I have played of the Warhammer games on the PSP. Squad Command. If you go way back in time on my channel, you can see me play this one. Not bad. It's like a strategic. It's like, what is it? XCOM. It's a lot like XCOM. That's what this one is like. So pretty fun actually. I think you have like 6 guys on the field, and then if you're either wiped out, you're done. So I just remember dying a whole lot because I'm horrible at strategy. But the next game is Warriors of the Lost Empire. Paid $10 for this one. I can remember looking this one up in the store as I saw it, and then think it got decent reviews, so that's why I picked that one up. Okay, that stack is done. We're almost done, guys. We're almost there. The Wipeout Pure games and Wipeout Pulse, the second game. You know, I am gonna receive a lot of flack, but I played the first game recently, and like it wasn't my favorite racing game. And I'm talking, I've seen this cover, I've known about this game since the PSP launched, and I've been wanting it since then, and just never picked it up. And recently tried it, and was just kind of like, okay, something about the physics, it didn't do it for me. I hate to say it. And then I have Worms 1 and 2, Open Warfare. Haven't ever tried these games, but this one I remember. I don't know if you watch Pat the NES Punk and his co-host Ian, but Ian is the one that got me to want to play these. I listened to their podcast. Um, I haven't lately, but I remember a while back I was hardcore into their podcast, and then yeah, he made me want to try these. That's why I picked those up. Yep, yeah, no, I showed those in the last stream, so let me get these back in place real quick. All right, so what to do now? I should definitely get some water. You know what? I just found this on my desk. bonus. It's not a game though. It's actually a little. It's a movie. It's an anime by Bandai. This one, and I give a shout out because there's a guy in Arizona. He runs a store called One Up Games, and you might have seen a lot of the labels that are on my PSP games. I picked up quite a few from him. And one day I just, excuse me. One day I went in his store, and he was just, when I bought a couple games, he was like, I was looking at this, like, what is this? And he was like, you can have it. He was like, take it. So, really cool guy. I wish I remembered his name. He has a channel as well, but yeah, really cool guy. And that's where I got this little anime. And I know nothing about it, and I'm like, I've always wanted to just put it in the my PSP and fire it up and see. You know, hopefully I'm not in for anything crazy. You know what I mean? But yes. So I could show you some of these if you want. I was thinking of doing an unboxing, like I said. So might as well do that now because I'm gonna make a video on these, what I'm about to unbox. And I don't know, maybe opening the box will finally uh, incentivize me to do it. So let's do it. So in this box, we have some cool stuff. You. I just can't wait. I need to be incentivized. Label did not show. Remember that. So, all right. So in this box, we have. Oh, dude, so cool. Whoa, they're like way thicker than I thought. That's so cool. Put the box down and oh man, dude, I drop it right away. Of course, we're good. There's carpet. So we have some custom game cases. Boom. Super Nintendo. That is legit. Wow. I mean, obviously, there's just the case, but I mean, looks like it's going to fit perfectly. The artwork is legit. So this is my friend. His name is Jeremy. This is his company. And yeah, I just thought I would do this spontaneously. I'm going to make a video about these cases. And yeah, they're custom cases. I think it looks really cool. There's a couple like color choices. And since I have the actual game right here, I'll go ahead and test it out. Oh, nice. There we go. I had it in wrong. Nice. That is really cool. So this is when like I don't have the original case for Zelda, right? So this is a really cool alternative. And I'm going to move my N64 games and test it out. Oh, that looks so cool. Check it out up on my shelf. Boom. That's really cool. So, very cool. Yeah, so keep an eye out on this on my channel. I've got a couple more. I probably won't show all of them because you gotta see the video. Oh man, that's so cool, dude. Got Empire Strikes Back. Very cool. Dang. Got the cart here. Nice. Ooh, it's got that nice click to it when you close it. That's awesome. I'm gonna start putting them up. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Nice. I like the spine work too. That's awesome. So yeah, you'll have to keep an eye out on the channel. I don't want to reveal all of them, but yeah, I'm going to be making a video on those. So make sure to subscribe. If you haven't dropped a like on the stream. Okay. All right, let's see. I think if I'm going to wrap it up right about now or if we can do something else. If you're watching and you want to, if you have any questions, just feel free to hit up the chat. It's been a good stream. It's been a good stream. I had fun. I'm thinking my next stream, maybe I'll play a game, one of the PSP games to review. I was thinking of maybe like showing some PS2 games. I could always dig out some PS2 games. Got 360 games in there. I have a very big 360 game collection as well. Sorry, I've got some on my phone. Okay. Maybe I'll do that since I feel like showing a couple of PS2 games. I'll go in the closet of doom over here. Let me, yeah, why don't I give you a little tour? Going off of the stand there, so let's check out the closet of doom. got some cool stuff in here. You can see already there's 2 GameCubes up there. There's a Wii U up there. There is a PS3 up there. And then I have all kinds of Star Wars toys in here. I collected those when I was a kid, and I have the Millennium Falcon right here. It's pretty fun. I like it. And then let's see, I wanted to, about a month ago, and I've started making a video on it, but I haven't finished it. So I'll probably finish filming the games and stuff and make a video about it. But check this out. This is a Sega CD and a Sega 32X and the Genesis as well. And underneath it, I don't really want to dig everything out there, but there's a bunch of like joysticks it came with, and then here's the games that it came with. It came with Virtua Fighter, Metalhead, and this is like the banger. This is the Grail that it came with. I'm not really that big into wrestling games, but I paid $15 for this, and it's worth like the neighborhood of like 160, something like that. So very cool. Very happy I found this. It was just really exciting more than anything to find it. It had Mortal Kombat 2. Had this. Oh yeah, this game too is like pretty valuable. It's Pirates. Called Pirates. A random Genesis game. And then there was a bunch of 32 or Sega CD games it came with as well. Fahrenheit. Really cool. The condition these things are in. Insane. There's Racing Aces. Wing Commander. Prize Fighter. I almost said Puzzle Fighter. Tomcat Alley. And Ground Zero Texas. Like an alien. I thought that was like a UFO, but that's just a mushroom explosion. Mushroom cloud. But yeah, I thought that was so cool. I had to get it. I'm like, all these games. This also has Lethal Enforcers on the Sega CD. Hold on, I feel like I'm about to drop you guys. There we go. Also came with Final Fight. And this one's cool, Monkey Island. And then Sewer Shark. I think that's Sewer Shark. So a bunch of interesting titles. And I'm very excited. Sorry, I'll grab the mic. I'll try to be cordial. Sorry, this stream's all over the place, but I just thought that was very cool. I found it. The one thing is the Sega CD doesn't work. It boots up and you get the main menu, but it won't read any discs. So I'm gonna take it to a shop probably, or just try to look online on how to fix it myself. And hopefully I can get that up and running because I really want to try Monkey Island. Like I've seen videos on that, and it's like a classic. And I think it'd be really cool to check out Monkey Island Sega CD. And just to have a Sega CD, so when I go retro game hunting, I can actually, if I see something I might want to try or just collect for, like now I have that option. So, I wanted to show you PS2 though. So, going on a closet tour here. So yeah, here's some PS2 games. God of War, The Incredible Hulk. That's a really good game. Gran Turismo 4. I mean, this whole drawer is just like jam packed. Got the classics, Jack and Daxter, Gun, Legacy of Kain. If I get it out, this one's beat up. You can see that's not in good shape at all. The classic, Persia, Sands of Time, Dona 4, some more in here. Fantasy 2, Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance. This drawer has a lot of room. I didn't realize. More storage for games. Money Returns. Great movie. I love that movie. Game is horrible. I've got Devil May Cry 3. Never played a Devil May Cry game. So that's sad. Here I've got a bunch of Xbox 360 games. Here on the 360, Spider-Man 2. Classics. So yeah, I'm probably making everybody dizzy. Hopefully the camera and the audio are okay. And then in here I've got some Xbox, a couple copies of Halo, Unreal Championship 2. More. This one's a cool one. This one right here. You can see it. My apologies. Panzer Dragoon Orta? Orza? I think it's Orta. That's kind of a more uncommon game. Bayonetta. Got a bunch of Call of Duties. You gotta have Call of Duties for the 360. Fable 3, Dark Sector. That's a good game. I remember playing Dark Sector back in the day. That was a banger. All right. So that's just a mini tour of what I got going on in my closet. Yep, but my main focus is to collect for this right now. So yeah, I'll probably be streaming all right, cool. All right, that's better. Make sure my microphone is good to go. What do you think it would take for the value of PSP market of the PSP market to increase in value and demand, or will it ever? Will it ever happen? Increase in demand? That's a good question. I'm not sure because a lot of the games on the PSP are coming out for the Switch. Even like the one I showed earlier, Patapon, that game is coming out on the Switch, and it's got both games on like one cartridge, which is awesome. That's really cool. So I'm not sure. Yeah, just more word of mouth, more videos, more creators. I think that would get the demand up. More people talking about it. Um, but like we were talking about earlier, it seems like there has been a bit of a wave, a bit of a surge where like people are getting back into it. Or and I mean, I have a lot of people on my channel that'll comment and just say, hey, like I've just bought a PSP, like any recommendations. So I know for a fact there's a lot of people that are getting into it for the first time and discovering what games there are for it. So that's pretty cool. So I don't know that like demand will increase, especially after COVID. We just saw like prices increase for all these games. Castlevania was like getting out of control. I paid, yeah, I can't remember exactly, but I felt like I paid a lot for it. And then it kind of went down. And Fantasy Star Portable 2 also shot up in value. Ridge Racer 2, all the games that like I want that are on my collection list, they got more expensive with COVID, and I just feel like they're on their way coming back down. Thanks for the question again. I appreciate you. What's the best link you can provide to store PSP games like how you have on your wall? Like a link like to a product, you mean? Or did you mean like a tip or something? Thanks for the questions. You're awesome. Get this camera situation sorted out. But yeah, I mean, if you're asking about the product, like I wish I had like Amazon affiliate links going because I just got this it's the shelf on Amazon and I love it. It's got the LED as you can see that changes color, so I love that. And it's really solid and it's a good like I like the glass. It has these glass shelves. So I'm a big fan. It wasn't very expensive either. So yeah, it's a really nice quality shelf. I highly recommend. But yeah, I wish I had a link for it. I'm waiting to get into the partner program because I don't know if I can have affiliate links yet. I think I have to be in the partner program, the YouTube partner program. But thanks for the questions. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I've just been I got through talking about a lot of PSP games. Let me know if you have any questions. I just showed a bunch of PS2 games and some N64 stuff, just all kinds of games. We're just checking everything out. What is my favorite limited edition PSP? Mine is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Recently got it and I'm thrilled. Nice. Oh heck yeah. That's a beautiful one. I think isn't that like dark green? It's like this nice, like almost like forest green, I think. That's a cool one. I think if I'm right about that, like if that's the one I'm thinking of, that one's really cool. My favorite themed limited edition. I'm trying to think. Um, the Hannah Montana pink one, hands down, hands down. I'm just kidding. I do really like the one I have. This is probably the one right here, the Monster Hunter special edition, and this one's modded as well. Got the white buttons. The original one didn't come with the white buttons like that, so that's like a modification. But that's probably my favorite limited edition. I know I always see this PSP on YouTube. It's like this deep, like blue color, and it's very, very nice. It's very cool looking. I don't know if it's like a limited edition. It might just be the Japanese console that came out in blue or something. But that's a really cool one. Other than that, I'm trying to remember what other ones there are. There's the white one with Darth Vader. That one's cool. God of War one, the red one. That one's sick. I don't know. I'd be tempted to buy that one if I saw it at a convention. Red God of War one is up there, but I'm gonna have to go with the Monster Hunter to answer the question. That's the best one. I just love Monster Hunter so much, so that one. That's the one. So let's see, we can look at some more N64 stuff. The rest of my childhood collection here. Got Banjo Kazooie, classic. Great game, Banjo Kazooie. The custom one you made is beautiful. Oh, I didn't actually make it myself. Uh, I wish I could take the credit for that one, but yeah, I didn't. I didn't make that one. I got that at a convention. What will you do to make progress on exposure of your channel? How often will you upload? Do you do other stuff apart from this, life-wise, and how long will you make YouTube videos? Good questions. Thank you so much for the questions. So, what will you do to make progress on the exposure of the channel? Well, that is a daily struggle, my friend. I'm working on that daily. I think doing live streams like this seems to be a really good way to just get people's eyes on my channel. Um, Reviews, that's my bread and butter. So the PSP game reviews, that's kind of what I'm mainly focusing in on. Um, so live streams like this and yeah, reviews are kind of what I'm trying to do to get exposure. Thanks for the thoughtful questions, though. That's awesome. How often will I upload? Mm, I'm thinking since the reviews take me kind of a long time to make, I'm thinking. Sorry, give me 1 second. I think I gotta send a text real quick. It slipped my mind. Work. My apologies, guys. I will finish the questions. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, how often will I upload? That's right. So I'm thinking like a review every month because that seems to be like the pace I can handle with the reviews because they're a lot of work, guys. They're a lot of work. Um, so that's kind of what I've been thinking. Just continue reviews and do live streams like this to get exposure. Live streaming, I'm planning on doing a lot more frequently. And ideally, I'd like to get up to like one upload per week. That would be ideal. So generally, my plan is like work on a review in the background. I call it my high effort because it just takes a long time and it's a lot of effort. And then I have my medium effort, I call them. So like those cases I showed, like that's what I'm gonna like what I call medium effort, where it's still effort, but it's not quite as high as the review. So, and then I have shorts as well. That's kind of like my lower effort stuff. So I hope I'm not rambling and being like super boring, you guys, but hopefully that answers that question. And then do you do other stuff apart from this, life-wise, and how long will you make YouTube videos? Yeah, I do. I work at a little cafe down the street, just working in the kitchen. So that's what I do as my day job. And but it's kind of nice because then I get off pretty early, and then I can come home and make content. So the schedule actually works pretty decent for my day job and making content. And then how long will I make YouTube videos? I don't know if I'll ever stop, to be honest. Maybe one day I will pivot from PSP game reviews, but the plan for now is to just double down on the game reviews, the PSP, and in the future I may pivot. I also play guitar. I do have a guitar channel. There's only like 8 subscribers on it, but if you want to check it out, it's called Fretboard Freak for now. I don't know what else to came up with that, but go look it up. I've got a couple shorts on there of some stuff I play on guitar. So thought you made it. It's cool though. I actually replaced the case of my original 1000 following a tutorial of yours from some years back. Oh wow, nice. Well, that's cool. Yeah, PSP 1000 model. I don't actually have one anymore. I only have the 2000 and the 3000, but it would be very cool to get a 1000 model and then a PSP Street model. That's the other model that's out there, so that would be cool. It'd be a lot of fun just to see the form factor of the big. It's like thicker. I like the 1000 models. They're cool. That's so cool though. Yeah, that you used a tutorial. I followed a tutorial of mine. So, what games have you got for your Metal Gear Solid? Limited edition. Let me know. You should do full gameplay with commentary games like Death Junior 1 and 2. Edit the style of recording like modern gameplay. Maybe add a green screen in the video. Crash games as well. That's a really good idea. Full gameplay with commentary games like Death Junior. I love Death Junior 1 and 2 as well. You'll find a lot of that on my channel. Add a green screen would be cool. That would be pretty cool. Because then I could just do like this right here and just be like, look at this, this part in the game. Look at this guy right here. He sucks. Don't, you know, he was super hard to defeat or whatever. That would be really cool. That's a great idea. Thanks for the idea. Especially because with technology, it's pretty easy to like, even right now, I think I can put a green screen up. So that shouldn't be too hard. I'm glad you brought that up because I think it's pretty easily possible. Crash Tag Team Racing, Mind Over Mutant, Crash Titans, etc. I think I have Crash Tag Team Racing. Mind Over Mutant, I don't know if I have that one, but I can always look for it. I just picked up some RPGs, but I'm building my collection. I'm from Mexico, and game hunting here is a struggle. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, I moved to Idaho, and there is like not there's like one game store here, so it's like hard to find any PSP games that, you know, even if you go frequently, they don't really restock or have people sell them PSP games often. So it's pretty dry where I live. I've typically now I've been relying on eBay, and that's yeah. I'm about to order the Star Wars games. I don't know how many I'll order, but I'm gonna order a lot of Star Wars games for the PSP. Finally, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, mostly flea markets and a lot of sun are sunburnt. You can find them here and there. Gotcha. That reminds me of where I grew up, actually, in Las Vegas. They definitely were just sunburned. Yeah, like sun faded like crazy. It was bad. So I know the struggle there. Just horrible. It's not very, enticing to look at some of your favorite games and just they're totally sun bleached, and it's like there goes the original cover art. Like, oh, it sucks when they leave them in the sun. My phone's dying though, so I'm gonna plug it in really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Hang up the cord somehow here so it doesn't down. Okay, there we go. Cool. We are charging up. Getting charged up. Thanks for hitting up the chat, you guys. It's been nice chatting with you. And I have been chugging water, so I really have to use the restroom. I will be right back. I'm gonna just use the restroom really quick. Okay, I'll be back. Alrighty. Sweet. Let me know if you guys want to see if you want to see me fire up the PSP and just play some games right now too. I thought that could be a really fun thing to do on stream. Just like pull the camera over, fire it up. I got it fully charged here, ready to go. So I could show you what games I have on it that are the modded. You know what? Let's do that. Unless you guys just want to chat, let me know. But I think that'd be a lot of fun. Show you what I got going on my PSP. be awesome. Heck yeah, dude. Let's do it. Unplug that. The one issue I will say with this console is the hold button I've had issues with lately. It's unfortunate. Like I'll be playing and then you know how when you click it on hold, you can't push any buttons, right? None of the buttons register, right? So it'll just do that while I'm playing. And then I have to do this. I have to like put it back on hold and then do that. So I've had issues. I've got Fantasy Star Portable booted up because I was doing a short earlier. Very cool. But let me go ahead and exit out. We can play some of that if you want. That'd be a lot of fun. Let me show you what I've got on here. Just let me know whatever you want to see. Got a little bit of time on the stream before I sign off, so as well. There's so many games on here that it takes a second to load. Okay, so here's my games. Yeah, get on this side just so I can do it better. Got Star Wars Lethal Alliance. Trying to hold it properly so you can see it. There we go. That'll work. Tony Hawk's Project 8. Tomb Raider Legacy. The Warriors. You can see that one. Tenchu, I think it's called. A little brighter for you. Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Spider-Man Friend or Foe. 3. Is it literally doing it right now? It's literally having issues in real time. Here, I'll try it like this. Yeah, I've got Spider-Man 2. Silent Hill. Another Silent Hill. Origins. Midnight Club. That's a really good game. Midnight Club 3. Metal Slug Anthology. Mega Man Powered Up. Maverick Hunter. Mid Alliance. Other Ultimate Alliance games. Some of these were just preloaded on it. I don't actually have the physical yet. Madden, Kingdom Hearts, Jack and Daxter, Guilty Gear, Guilty Gear Judgment. There's the God of Wars. This is why it's so nice because I can just, start playing these in anytime. All loaded on this memory card. Come on. Final Fantasy Tactics. It's doing the issue. See, I'm clicking down. They recently started doing this, you guys. So what I have to do is like click it down, put it in sleep mode. That works. And then I have to click it down again and get it out of sleep mode. And then, wow, it didn't even save where we were. So that's unfortunate. I've been really wondering what's the issue there. Gotta load this up now. Oh, I just opened the game. Whoops. Loaded up Star Wars Lethal Alliance on accident. Can you guys hear that? Loading the disc. Okay, now we can continue where we were. More Final Fantasy games. Was that one too? Number one, the original. Midnight Club looks awesome, or Web of Shadows is a good one. Yeah, Midnight Club is a really like it blew me away. The graphics are crazy good. And Web of Shadows, I'll have to try that one. I think I tried the other Friend or Foe, which I think is on here as well. Final Fantasy Dissidia, Dissidia Duodecim, the updated version. This game, I'm pretty sure, is like mad expensive, like the physical version. Am I right? Daxter, Dark Stalkers Chronicle, Chaos Tower, great game. Crisis Core, that one's good. Castlevania, Bomberman, Assassin's Creed. Are you kidding me? It's doing it again, you guys. You can even see there it has the key as though it's like locked, but it shouldn't be. It's not. Oh, there's some connection there that's it thinks. Do the trick. Waiting for it. Okay. Back down. We were at Assassin's Creed. Got some Yu-Gi-Oh games. Got an Ease. Got the Wipeout games. Valkyrie Profile. Twisted Metal. Infinity. I don't know what that is. Yeah, then we've got some Super Nintendo, which unfortunately this doesn't work either. I told the guy too before I bought it. I was like, the Super Nintendo doesn't work, and he was like, oh, he tried to fix it, but I was like, I'm just gonna try to fix it at home. More emulators, the Color, N64, Game Boy Advance. You've got this like Capcom collection of games, another collection of Capcom games here, Atari games. What even is that? Atari 5200. Atari, I think that's 2600. Firmware. Oh, and then it's got tons of PS1 games on it, guys. Ugh. Right when it was getting good, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. My apologies, it's doing that stupid thing again. So obviously, I paid a lot of money for this modded console. I'm gonna get it fixed at some point. Or try to look up tutorials and see how I can. It could be something as easy as like a Q-tip with some alcohol, like a little cleaning some kind of contact. So we'll see. But let's get back down to where we were. To the Yeah, because there's a lot of PlayStation 1 games on it. Spider-Man. Oh, that's classic. More Spider-Man. More Spider-Man. More Tony Hawk. Yeah, you can play Lunar on here. PS1 version. You know what plays really good on this game? We'll probably see it coming up here. Persona, Marvel, Twisted Metals, Vaughn. Dang it. All right, we're at Hot Shots Golf 2. Start it over here. I'll just tell you what game I was playing on here that was running really, really well. And all the PS1 games run really good on it. It was Rayman 2: The Great Escape. That game was like, as soon as I started it up, I got pretty far into it because I couldn't stop playing it. That, yeah, I think so. Yeah, shoot, we might be past it. Perks Adventure. PS1? Yeah, these are still PS1. Real Fishing. Mass Destruction. Oh, I tried this one. This one runs good. Klonoa. There's some Klonoa games on here. And see, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is why I love this console. You can play PS1 games on it. Resident Evil 2, Bust a Move 4, Gex. Remember Gex? Holy crap. Bomberman, Toy Story Racer, Ark the Lad. Try to get you a better shot of the cover art. Gex is awesome, right? I've only played Origins and Legends. You recommend all the OG PS1 Raymans? Yes, I do. The OG Raymans are good. The first one is a 2D game, the second one's a 3D game, and it's just so good. I could not stop playing it. The controls on this one, like, they worked really well with the PSP. You don't feel like you like need the second joystick for the camera or anything like that. Emperor's New Groove is on here. Monsters Inc., Peter Pan, a lot of Disney games. Dude, there's a Crash Bandicoot. There we go. Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Man, hydrated. Man, I just can't seem to get hydrated today. It's crazy. Siphon Filter. Tekken 2. That's a banger. Just did it again. Started back up. Man, I gotta get this fixed. Oh man, see, people think I know everything about the PSP. I really don't. I don't know how to fix that. Never had that happen. I'm sure it's easy. I'm sure it's just some kind of contact cleaning that's necessary. All right. All the way down to the PS1. Turn it up so we can hear the noises it makes. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, there's so many classics. Okay, so yeah, we were kind of at Tekken 2. I just saw so many bangers like in a row here. Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 3, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. Whoa, was that 7? Oh, are you kidding me? Did it again. It's gotten worse too. Unfortunately, just like wiggle it around maybe. Try that and see if it works, guys. I'm sorry. I remember being hooked to Siphon Filter Combat Ops online back in the day and Killzone Liberation. Nice. I've got Killzone Liberation right here. I've always wanted to play it. It's on the backlog. That's a good selection of PS1 games, right? That was a big selling point when I was checking this thing out. It just caught my eye by how customized it was, and then the guy had all these games loaded on it, and I was like, dude. I remember driving home on the day we went to the convention with it and just checking out all the Capcom games and like Mega Man and playing them on the way home. Okay, all right, so we were like right here. Yeah, Spyro, Year of the Dragon. Dude, classic. Grandia, Bloody Roar 2. I haven't heard of that. Tactics, Final Fantasy Origins. Just the first game. Explore the beginnings of the popular Final Fantasy series. First two titles. Okay, that's what that is. Chrono Trigger. Mega Man X5, dude. The King of Fighters. Dino Crisis 2. Medal of Honor. There it is, baby. That game is so nostalgic and good. Great escape. So fun. I was playing it like on my lunch break at work. Legends 2. Oh, I didn't realize I have this. So that's a really cool way you can play Mega Man Legends 2 on the PSP. Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon. Parasite Eve 2. Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Final Fantasy. What is that? Misadventures of Tronbon. It's also a Mega Man, I think. Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. R-Type Delta. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Ridge Racer Type 4. Xenogears. Dang, this even has Xenogears. Darkstalkers 3. Legacy of Kain. Silent Hill. Tomb Raider. Mega Man Legends, the first one. Was it? Yeah, no, I have the first one on here too. That's sick. Forget what I have on here. Gex. Mega Man X4. Pac-Man game. Tomb Raider. Arm's getting tired just going through all these. Tomb Raider. Castlevania Symphony of the Night on here. More Gex. Darkstalkers. There you go. There's Rayman, the first one on the PS3 or PS1. Okay, there's tag team or Crash Team Racing. So yeah, I've got some of these Crash Bandicoot games. Twisted Metal 2, Wipeout, Medieval. Hercules. All right. Driver, the last one. Man. Oh, sorry. Kicked the tripod, rather. All effed up. Excellent. What did I just do? Stand up. Okay. Kicking the tripod. So I think I'll fire up Midnight Club while we're here. Why not? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All down on me again. I am unfortunately going to have to turn it down because I don't want copyright issues. wiped out. Not bad. Second place, not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, no worries, man. If you're still here, appreciate you hitting up the stream. It was good talking to you. Thank you so much. I'm really glad it seems to be working now, guys. Be totally fine. The controls. Maybe I fixed it. So yeah, I just wanted to play a quick race and show you some Midnight Club. Such a good game. I like that game a lot. All right. It is just about a little after 6, and my streaming time is pretty much